Welcome to another video. And this one we gonna talk about Liverpool versus Manchester United. Yes, that rivalry. And y'all put a big list of rivalries that I actually gotta watch and react to in the comments. And any more that I need to react to, just put them in the comments so we can, get to it. So I can discover more of what's going on with this sport. But before we actually get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification button as you see me, trying to keep track with 100 years worth of football history that I need to catch up with. And we're gonna progress into this. So everyone that's subscribing and that's part of, this whole barbarian empire that we got going on, because that's why they call y'all my barbarians. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have perks with that. We're gonna have, meet and greets, fan events, giveaways, all of that. And we're actually going to go to, live games. I'm going to kick it with some of the ultras, and we're going to get to it as this keeps growing and growing, and we're growing by the day. We're growing, so you invite other people to come be a barbarian with us. But let's get to it. We're going to look at the rivalry between Liverpool and Manchester United. And like I said, any other rivalries that I should know about? I don't know what I fell apart. Any other rivalries that I should know about? Let me know in the comments. And also shout out to Sports Stories. This is the channel that we're looking at. Shout out to them for providing the video. And let's get to it.
Welcome for one of English football's classic fixtures. The meeting of those two northern juggernauts, Liverpool and Manchester.
For people that are watching the video, and you might see sometimes the video might be cut up or it might jump. It's because of copyright. So as you might see some of these parts of this Liverpool versus Manchester United rivalry, you might see some things cut out, and you might just end up seeing me talking and don't know the contents of what I'm talking to. It's because of copyrights due to, TV content. So the beginning of this has TV content. I don't know if they're going to keep it or not.
Okay, let me ask you something. What's the biggest rivalry in English football? Some people say Man City versus United. Some people throw in Arsenal versus Spurs. But if you really want the one that goes deepest, the one that's got history, culture, trophies, heartbreak, and some of the most iconic matches ever played, it's Liverpool versus Manchester United.
Now I got a question. Is this the biggest rivalry in English football? Or is the other one that he named? Y'all let me know what is the biggest rivalry, because this only can go off of opinion. I don't think this is a fact. So is this the biggest rivalry? Let me know. Speak your piece.
Two cities, roughly 35 miles apart, and yet the rivalry stands for well over 100 years. And we're not just talking football, things started way before that. Liverpool and Manchester United have won more trophies than any other club in English football.
Oh yeah, I remember, y'all had beef with me, right? Cause I said, especially Liverpool fans, cause I said Liverpool fell off, and it was like, we just won Champions League. What you guys talking about? We just won that. And I said, well, my bad, I got y'all messed up. But Manchester United fans came in, was like, you shut up, like y'all can't beat us or something like that. So they was like, we got more trophies than y'all or whatever. The argument started between Liverpool and Manchester United in my comments. So that's what gravitated me towards this video, because I said something about Liverpool, and Manchester United fans just came in and defended me.
Between them, with an unmatched history, they've dominated this country for decades. But what makes this fixture unlike anything else on the calendar? So let's get into it. Where did the rivalry begin? What are the matches everyone remembers? And where does the rivalry stand right now?
Yeah, we like to know, man. Tell us sports stories. We on your page, we want to know.
Before a single football was ever kicked, the seeds of a rivalry between the two cities were already there, its roots stretching back to the Industrial Revolution.
One thing I have always noticed when it comes down to these rivalries and when it comes down to these matches, like before this, I did a video on the Battle of Santiago. And what I noticed is that it always has to do with something like political or real life historical beefs. So this is starting out with the Industrial Revolution, so I already know this is going to be good.
Back in the 1800s, Liverpool was the port city of England. If you wanted to import or export goods in the north, it went through Liverpool's docks. Their thriving port dominated trade. Manchester merchants had grown frustrated with the tolls they were paying. So what did they do? They built their own canal, the Manchester Ship Canal, opened in 1894 and basically cut Liverpool out of the loop and let Manchester trade directly with the world.
Oh, that's wild. So what we call that in hustling, we call that short stopping. That's crazy. So they built their own canals. Like, nah, y'all come to us. Everybody can come to us for a cheaper price. We got y'all. That's called short stopping. And in the streets, you do that in hustling, you got beef. You go to war over that. And that's what they did. That's wild.
Liverpool hated it. Liverpool politicians fought against it. The Ship Canal threatened Liverpool's economic power directly, and just like that, before either football club had even established itself, the seed of this rivalry was planted. 3 months later,
it's not rivalry. That's almost an act of war. They tried to bankrupt a whole city.
The very first match between the two happened. The first ever game was one of major consequence. United had finished bottom of the old First Division, while Liverpool swept to the Second Division title undefeated. They met in a playoff to decide who would play in the First Division. Liverpool came out on top 2-0, and United...
Okay, so nil means 0. Got it.
Then new...
Is nil short for something? Like nothing? We would say 2-0, 2-0, or 2-0. So what does nil mean?
Heath were relegated to the Second Division. United won the 1907-08 league title, as Liverpool fell into mid-table obscurity. By the 1920s, United were relegated.
Also, somebody told me what mid-table means in the comments too. I remember somebody telling me that when relegation happened, and it was like, oh, some teams are like happy with being mid-table because it keeps a steady income, especially if they're like in the what is it? Not Champions? Is it Champions League? God damn it! What is it called? I can't remember. But basically, when they're in there, that they're basically comfortable with being mid-table because it just keeps a steady income, because they know relegation, it'll take them out, take their club down to the count, and they know once they keep winning championship after championship, more big players can come and they have to spend more money. So a lot of them like being mid-table because it keeps the money good.
While Liverpool won 2 league championships. However, from the 1920s until the resumption of football after the Second World War, neither team won a trophy. As the decades went on, the cities kept competing, not just in football, but culturally. Liverpool gave the world the Beatles in the 60s, Manchester hit back with the Manchester scene, the Hacienda Oasis in the late 80s and 90s.
Oh, so they was beefing across the board. So, so this Liverpool-Manchester thing is the beef across the board. Like, it's not even just when it comes to football. This is all the way about, we make better music than y'all. We have a better club scene than y'all. We have better cars than y'all. We have better streets than y'all. We do a better trade than y'all. Like, this is all the way through and through a beef. Cause they said, yeah, man, they came out with the Beatles, but we came out with this. Yo, this is insane.
Ever since, though, it's been success galore for both clubs. Between the two clubs, they hold a whopping 40 league titles,
Damn.
21 FA Cups, 16 League Cups, and 9 European Cups, better known as the Champions League. They've also lifted 4 UEFA Cups, now known as Europa League, 1 UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, and 3 Intercontinental Cups. Oh, and 5 UEFA Super Cups. To understand how both clubs dominated for so long, you have to understand the managers that define them.
But it is the money. That's why I keep saying about the money. Because if they have all of this trade through the ports, that means they're producing millions and billions of dollars, so they can be able to buy the best players. And what I think I'm learning is that cities can actually pay. Is that something like cities, like the city or the state or country or whatever? I don't know how do you guys divvy up your territory there, because I'm pretty sure you guys don't got states, but I'm pretty sure that the territory, are they financially involved with the teams? So if that territory has like a big economic trade or big financial backing due to whatever resources that they produce for the rest of the world, are they also financially involved with the teams? So they can say, hey, yeah, man, you know, the sponsors. That's what I was, the sponsors. So they can say, well, the ports sponsor Liverpool, and that's one of the patches, whatever the ports. So they can use the port's financial backing to go get whoever they want. And like I said, I asked this about 3 videos so far. Nobody answered me about, is there a salary cap?
Matt Busby takes over United after the war and rebuilds the club from almost nothing. He backs youth, demands attacking football, and creates the Busby Babes, a team that wins back-to-back league titles. Then, the dreadful Munich air disaster in 1958.
Oh.
8 players gone, Busby nearly dies, but he rebuilds again. And in
So they what? Like he bypassed that. So they almost died in a plane crash. A lot of people died in a plane crash. He almost died in a plane crash. And he kind of bypassed that. Like, how did that like devastate him?
1968, Manchester United became the first English club to win the European.
Yeah, he kind of bypassed that, man. What was the result of that? Like, how did that like mess up? Yeah, they need to expound on that there.
Cup. At that moment, United were the biggest club in the country. At the same time, something is growing on Merseyside. Bill Shankly walks into Liverpool in 1959 and finds a second division club going nowhere. So he tears it all down, rebuilding the culture, creating the boot room, and forging a deep connection with the fans. He turns Liverpool into a powerhouse, and when he leaves, the machine doesn't stop. Bob Paisley takes over, and Liverpool don't just compete, they dominate. 3 European Cups, league titles year after year. For nearly 20 years, Liverpool are English football. And United, they win the league in 1967, and then nothing for 26 years. This is where the rivalry turns bitter. Liverpool are winning everything, while United remain the biggest name. One has the history, the other has the trophies. Then came Alex Ferguson in 1986, with one clear mission: knock Liverpool off their perch. He rebuilds the culture, brings through the class of '92, and turns United into a winning machine again. When Sir Alex Ferguson retired in May 2013, he left Manchester United as the most successful club in English top-flight history, delivering on his promise to knock Liverpool off their perch, overtaking league title of 20 to Liverpool's 18. But since...
Boy, that's crazy. So they were putting in the pain, and they was winning the trophies, but because the other team had basically the history, everybody still was like, nah, they still him. So that sucks. Like, damn, we ain't getting no love, and we the ones that's really winning. They get the love because of whatever marketing that they're doing as being the team. That's insane.
As Ferguson left, something familiar happened again. The balance shifted. Jurgen Klopp arrives at Liverpool and rebuilds them in a way that feels very familiar. He reconnects the club with its identity, builds a team with a clear style, and turns them back into one of the best sides in the world. A Champions League, a long-awaited Premier League title. Liverpool are back on top. Manchester United has not won a league title since Ferguson's departure. Liverpool ended their 30-year drought in 2019 to 20 season under Jurgen Klopp, and recently secured their 20th title in the 2024-25 season under Arne Slot. The perch reclaimed by matching United's 20 league titles. Right, let's talk about the actual matches, because there are a few that you just have to mention.
I was just about to say, like, yeah, I want to hear about the matches. I want to hear about the derbies. I want to hear what was going on here.
The 1977 FA Cup final, Liverpool had just won the league and were going for a historic treble. They had the European Cup final coming up just 4 days later. United stand in their way at Wembley, and United win it 2-1, with a famously deflected goal from Jimmy Greenhoff. Liverpool's treble dream gone. United fans delirious. The 1996 FA Cup final would see both clubs meet again in a cup final. United score the winner in the 85th minute. This game,
I ain't gonna lie, man. This guy sounds like he's a Liverpool fan.
Would become infamous for the Liverpool squad's white suits. Next, United are down 1-0 in the FA Cup 4th round against Liverpool, looking like they're going out. Then Dwight Yorke equalises. Then Solskjaer slots home the winner late on. United go on to win the treble that season. The Premiership, FA Cup and Champions League.
Man.
Liverpool couldn't stop it even in January. If you're a United fan, this one still hurts. It's a Premier League game in March 2009. United go ahead through a Ronaldo penalty, but Liverpool hit back for a stunning 4-1. At Old Trafford, United's worst home defeat in 17 years, and Gerrard runs to the pitch side camera and kisses it. That image, iconic. Next up is 2021.
Dang. So this is kind of recent. So they've been putting them in pain. So it just looked like Liverpool just been beating the brakes off of Manchester. Recently, as of recent, I got to go to one of those games. I got to go to like one of those rivalry games, and when it has actual big implications, because that's what it's looking like. It's looking like Liverpool just washing them up.
Liverpool come to Old Trafford and absolutely dismantle United, 5-0. Solskjaer is sacked shortly after. It was humiliating. And then, as if 5-0 wasn't enough, Liverpool make it 7-0 at Anfield in 2023. United's heaviest ever defeat to their biggest rivals. Some United fans turned off their televisions at half time and didn't come back.
Yeah, I would have turned it off too. God damn. But like I said a few minutes ago, this guy sounds like a Liverpool fan. Now, is there like a accent difference where you know somebody's from Liverpool and somebody from Manchester? Like, can you guys tell the difference? Like, oh, this person is actually from over there because the way they sound, or because like we have I don't even say subtleties. Like we noticed that in America, you could tell somebody from the South, West Coast, Midwest, and then you can tell even what parts of the South that they're from due to their accent. So can you tell the same thing? Because is this a guy from Liverpool? Because it just seems like a pro-Liverpool video. Or is Liverpool just has been dominating Manchester United? Because this don't sound like a rivalry. This sounds like a video of dude just basically saying just how much Liverpool has been whooping on Manchester United. That's what it seems like this video is about.
However, United would finish in third place ahead of Liverpool, who finished a poor fifth. Last but certainly not least, cup games are a commonplace between the two teams, and the 2024 quarter-final is a clear indicator of that. Liverpool roared back from a Scott McTominay opener to lead 2-1 before Antony scored a 97th minute equaliser. Liverpool went ahead in extra time thanks to a Harvey Elliott stunner, but goals from Rashford and Amad Diallo turned the game on its head as United won.
Okay, what is that celebration like when they go and show their jersey? What does that mean? I saw Messi do it when I was watching the El Clasico video. What does that mean when they take off their jersey and show it?
4-3, going on to lift the trophy in a pulsating final victory against rival City. How do the clubs compare looking at the numbers? Ever since that first meeting back in 1894, the two clubs have played 217 times.
Okay,
United have the most wins with 84, while Liverpool have 172 in total.
Oh, that seems pretty even.
Liverpool has the largest winning margin, winning 7-0 in 2023. Liverpool have won the most games in a row, with 5 between 2000 and 2002. Mohamed Salah is the top scorer in Derby history with 16 goals. Ryan Giggs is the all-time appearance holder with 48 games played. In terms of total trophies, Liverpool edge it 69 to United's 68.
Okay, so it seems pretty even here. Because the way he was making it seem like for just Liverpool, that's all like it was just straight domination from Liverpool. But you see, United got the most wins between the two. It's just Liverpool was just having the most devastating wins when they actually won.
One trophy separating the two most successful clubs in English football history. So where are we now? Honestly, the balance of power has shifted massively towards Liverpool in recent years. Under Klopp, Liverpool rebuilt brilliantly. United, meanwhile, have been in transition, cycling through managers, trying to find their identity. But if you step back, there's a pattern to all of this. Busby builds United. Shankly and Paisley build Liverpool. Ferguson rebuilds United. Klopp rebuilds Liverpool. This rivalry doesn't just exist at the same time. It moves in cycles. One rises, the other responds. If history repeats itself, we would be seeing United rebuild again and Liverpool decline. Soon enough though, we might return to an era where Liverpool and United fight it out at the top of the table for dominance of the English game. Liverpool might have...
And that's what I was looking at, because the way it was being told, like they both were at the top of the game going against each other, but it always one team was up and one team was always down, and they would meet and then whatever. So that's what I want to see. I want to see a 1-2, like one of the teams is number one, the other team is number two in the spot, and they're fighting it out for championships and fighting out for league titles. That's what I want to see. But this is more of a cycle type of thing.
Gotten back on their perch. after Ferguson famously knocked them off it, but as this derby shows, nobody stays ahead of the other for long. And that's what makes it so special, right? Two cities, over 100 years of history, and it's still going, match after match, season after season. Whether you're a Red Devil or a Red from Merseyside, or neither, and you just love watching great football.
That's what I like to see. I just want to see the football. You know, I don't have no horse in this race. I have no horse in this race. Actually, I kind of do a little bit because I got a little bitter taste in my mouth about Liverpool and Liverpool fans and how they tried to come for me in one of my comments, but Manchester United defended me. So, yeah, I'm a little biased towards Manchester United now, okay? It is what it is. Y'all be easy. I'll catch you on the next one. Let me know about any other rivalries that you want to see in the comments.